Good morning and welcome to Kid News. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, October 20th, 2021. And we begin with a homeowner in Dallas, Texas, once again pushing the limits with his super scary Halloween display. Stephen Novak's yard is riddled with mannequins, fake blood, and guts. So much so, last year at this time, worried passerby repeatedly called police to investigate it as a real crime scene. Those visits seem to motivate Mr. Novak further, and this year he's upped the ante with even more gory, gross-out gimmicks. How bad is it? When local newspapers and television stations come to take pictures, they have to warn their audiences that the images, no matter how fake, might be disturbing. And even though Halloween 2021 is still a week and a half away, the homeowner is already looking forward to 2022. Next year, he says, it's gonna be nuts. Here's a TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat study virtually no one will find surprising. According to the University of Michigan, the lure of online interaction has hooked the grammar school set. It found half of tweens aged 10 to 12 and a third of kids ages 7 to 9 are now using social media apps. Most parents report using some sort of block or filter to keep the bad part of the internet at arm's length. But nearly a third of moms and dads say you kids are technically savvy enough to find a workaround. When it comes to coronavirus vaccines, the new phrase of the day seems to be mix and match. The Food and Drug Administration is reportedly on the brink of allowing Americans to get a booster different from their original, meaning a Moderna dose can follow a Pfizer or J&J, and vice versa. According to the New York Times, the announcement could come as early as today, but that doesn't mean everyone will be lining up for another jab. Many Americans still oppose the vaccine, and they're willing to lose their jobs over it. Case in point, the head coach of the Washington State football team, Nick Rolovich, and 4 of his staffers were fired yesterday for their refusal to sit for the shot. Mr. Rolovich wanted an exemption on religious grounds, but was denied. The latest store shortages are hitting us square in the sweet tooth. Topping the list of hard to get, Ben & Jerry's ice cream. The company says because of staffing issues, it has to cut back on some of its flavors. Rice Krispie treats are also MIA, as are Sour Patch Kids, Swedish Fish, and Toblerone chocolate. In some cases, the issue is a lack of workers. In others, it's a kink elsewhere in the supply chain. According to CNN, as many as 200,000 shipping containers are currently stranded off the coast of California, unable to dock in Los Angeles. Port officials point to a perfect storm of problems: a rebound in demand, the Delta variant, and shortages of containers and truck drivers to move the goods from the port to points beyond. Superman can't seem to stay out of the headlines. This time, it's because the Man of Steel's catchphrase is getting a makeover. The Caped Crusader used to fight for truth, justice, and the American way. Now, when he flies on scene, that mantra will be truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. DC Comics said in a statement last week, the new motto better represents the storylines that we're telling across DC and to honor Superman's incredible legacy of over 80 years of building a better world. In today's Kid News notes, hello Adele. The British singer and her latest single, Easy on Me, are not going easy on the rest of the music world. Within 24 hours of its release, the song smashed several streaming platform records, including Spotify's with a whopping 24 million streams. BTS's Butter had held the title at 21 million. And it's official. Kanye West has a new name. A judge approved his change request on Monday of this week, and he will now be known simply as Ye, spelled Y-E. That's it for Kid News this morning. Now our Kid News quiz. A Dallas homeowner is in the headlines for what? His super scary Halloween display. The FDA is expected to announce that it's okay to do what with coronavirus vaccines? Mix and match them if necessary. What is Superman's new catchphrase? Truth, justice, and a better tomorrow. who just set a new music streaming record. Adele with her new single, Easy on Me. In today's Kid News Kicker, the internet's newest crystal ball is a dog named Noodle. And for the millions of people suddenly tuning in every day to see his wacky bones or no bones wake-up routine, the outcome pretty much sets the tone for their day. It starts and ends simply enough. First thing every morning, Noodle's human, Jonathan Graziano, tries to prop the 13-year-old pug up on his dog bed. If Noodle stays standing, it's a hashtag Bones Day, which, according to Mr. Graziano, is a reason to celebrate and take chances. However, if the prophesizing pooch decides not to use his bones and flops back onto his bed, it's hashtag No Bones, something some TikTokers take to mean they should stay home and avoid unpleasantries. As of this week, Noodle and Graziano's account has 1.7 million followers, and hashtag Bones Day has been viewed more than 33 million times. Before we go, we want to say hello to our teachers and their classrooms, starting with Mr. Winkler and Team Wink at Pierce Elementary in Birmingham, Michigan. To California for Ms. Johnson at Holy Cross in Santa Cruz, Mrs. Ransdell at Green Valley in Danville, and Mrs. Montano at Harbor City STEAM Academy in Harbor City. Mrs. Simonich at Polson Middle School in Polson, Montana. And Ms. Guidry at Wedgwood Elementary in Friendswood, Texas. Thanks for listening, everyone. Please consider a donation to keep us on the air and ad-free. And we'll see you back here for more Kid News tomorrow morning.